So it finally happened. We're on the cusp of a massive Bitcoin breakout. The bull run and those parabolic banana zones we talked about previously are just days away. We're going to take a look at all the price action on the charts, the Unity, and some very big news that certainly indicates right now the market is about to send. All of that in this video. Don't forget to check out some of the links in the description, as well as hitting that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. So I do want to come back and touch the charts in just a minute, but look at this. We are so close to the break line that we drew about a week ago. We actually did retest this line, break, and got rejected. It looks like we're setting up for another test. We'll come back in a minute and check that out. But first, I want to touch on some pretty big news. In fact, we've got a couple of news stories that are pretty big indeed. First, the world's largest custodian bank, BNY Mellon, is close to rolling out custody service for spot Bitcoin ETF funds. Why is this important? It's a direct competitor to Coinbase. Now, what's interesting with this is that we all know that BlackRock have asked for an amendment to their ETF specifically related to the fact that they almost don't trust Coinbase as being legitimate, and the fact that they want 12 hours from the option of buying to having that asset sat in their ETF is a big deal. Therefore, no paper money can be printed, and all of this is suppressing the price of Bitcoin. Now, we'll take a look at what's going on with BlackRock in just a minute, but ultimately, banks recognize custodied crypto on balance sheets under this rule, and BNY won't have to follow SAB 121 rule for crypto ETP clients. So this is a big deal, and actually, lots of people are super excited about this and the fact on the magnitude of what they are. The fact of the matter here is, though, this isn't even factored into the current price. So many people would say, well, this is why the market's moving today 2-bit. It's simply not the case. This actually has more to come. We're going to see more buying power. We're going to see ETFs start dial up, and that is a big deal. We have officially seen today BlackRock are buying once again. And isn't it funny how the Coinbase stuff is all now sorted? They've got what they wanted, 12 hours from purchase to being in the ETF, and all of a sudden 182 Bitcoin have been purchased live on the chain. So this is very good news, as well as the price of Bitcoin is continuing to go up. Now, there is also further news down the line, which is China. Actually, they announced rate cuts to the sum of around 50 basis points only a week after the Fed cut. In fact, 6 days after the Fed did do the same. And what we're seeing actually is hash rate and hash power coming online in China. There is a battle at the minute to see which is the global superpower when it comes to mining. It was China last week. It's the US this week. What does this mean? Well, it means that China is growing in stature. We are seeing the bank reduce rates, Bitcoin become an absolute asset, and ultimately people looking to make positions. I truly believe you are going to see China back in the cryptocurrency game, as well as Russia, before the September month is done. I absolutely believe that to be the case. So all of that lining up to be very bullish news for cryptocurrency, and we continue the onslaught through September as we continue a price uptrend. Now, we were talking about the chart right at the very start. Look at this. We're so close to that breakout. Think about this. $64,485 is what we depict as a potential breakout line. We need to break it with volume. We need to break it with trend, and we need to hold that price range. It's no good just breaking and then going back below, because this ultimately tells us there isn't the strength in the market right now. There has to be a push with absolute volume to withstand and hold that price line, because there will be a significant amount of liquidity and sales. But this is playing out pretty much perfect as we've kind of talked about. We expected to be retesting the upper range around 68,000 before that breakout to 72. Once a break above 72,000, we are absolutely in the final parabolic move. This is where people are predicting some pretty interesting prices. My prediction's always been around 140K. Lots of people are predicting significantly more than that. You can see the cup and handle pattern here perfectly lining up on Bitcoin. And again, this is where we're talking about this breakout from the handle. Now, something else we've been looking at when you take a look at the monthly is this pattern here that once again is playing out pretty much on the money when you go to the monthly. We're looking for this break above this horizontal line on the monthly candles here to give us this move to the upside. This obviously at the slightly higher range around 72,000, but if it plays out like the previous 3 market cycles, then expect the move here. We retest at this upper range before the significant break to the upside. And if you only have to look at the altcoin market, that's starting to move. BTC holding, and more importantly on the monthly here, you have the total global market cap minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is the altcoin measure. What do we see right now? A nice upward trend here on the volatility measure, which is good news. And again, in that kind of downward sloping channel, looking for the break. And if you go on the daily, it's even more pronounced when we start to look at this. What what does this tell us? We're in a world where Bitcoin is on the move, altcoins are up, and both metrics could be breaking their key supports, sending us significantly higher in the market. So exciting, definitely this week. Not too much going on from a macroeconomic standpoint, but certainly when you're looking at Bitcoin that's rallying up again, 64.5, maybe even a retest of 65,000 very, very soon. We called it last week. It's played out exactly as we expected. Look out for China, look out for Russia, look out for BlackRock continuing to buy, as we've told you before in these, and ultimately look down below for that subscribe button, find the thumbs up, support the channel. We're bringing you the latest and greatest in crypto. We are on fire. We've got super cool communities that are really working hard to bring you the best, and likewise we're bringing you daily content in the cryptocurrency space. So come and join the community. We'd love to have you. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. We'll see you very soon. Bye bye.